Alright, what's going on, guys? This is the Ninja Movies. Today I'm just going to be doing a quick sort of unedited review on Monster Season 3, the Ed Gein story. Just a couple quick thoughts on it. I have watched every season of the show thus far, and I would say this is easily the hardest to watch in terms of its gore and storytelling, and also the best season so far. So basically, if you're a fan of cinema, like horror cinema in general, I am. There's a couple episodes you'll no doubt absolutely love. The Tobe Hooper Texas Chainsaw Massacre episode, and of course the behind the scenes of Psycho. I wasn't a big fan of the casting of Alfred Hitchcock, but other than that, I thought it was fantastic. I did really like getting into the psyche of Norman Bates and what it took to to play that role, especially at the time, and what that did to Anthony Perkins' mental. Everyone saying that he was similar to Ed Gein. Basically, back in the day, a lot of people were complaining about how just upfront the dahmer season was. This is way worse. If the dahmer season was too much for you, and I'm not comparing the actual crimes, all of it, at the end of the day, we got to remember these are real people and real stories. It's all fucked up. But this was a hard watch. Honestly, some imagery I don't know if I'll ever get out of my head, so if you're not ready for that, you're not ready for that. Seeing the police deputy's mother hog-tied up and, just sprayed out, hung up like a farm animal, absolutely sickening, and they had to use it several times. In different shots. It was hard. It was hard to watch. Ed Gein was a sick man, but praise to the main actor. I'm blanking his name right now. I know he played Jackson, Sons of Anarchy. First, probably 20, 30 seconds, you'll have to adjust to the man's voice because, Ed Gein he was slower of his time and he talked in that sort of soft, quiet voice. You will be immersed. He does such a good job at this. I have not seen him act this well and get into a character like this in the past. I think it's his best performance ever. So basically, if you're a fan of horror movies and the horror genre in general, and you're interested in the sick story of Ed Gein, of course, go watch this. This is the most gruesome adaptation of him thus far. It's way more in depth and in detail than any sort of Texas Chainsaw Massacre or Psycho film. If you're a fan of behind the scenes of, horror movie making, there are a couple good episodes here. And I would also say the best episode of the season would be the Thanksgiving episode. Just a very hard, uncomfortable watch. So I recommend it, but big caution warning on this one. Let me know what you guys thought of Monster Season 3 down below.